Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3, or as I'm starting to call it, the Oh my god, the winter's about to set in campaign. And where we left off, we were finishing off our advance into the Soviet Union. Or at least this part of our advance into the Soviet Union. And I've pulled up a defensive line along here. And just going to finish my advance. In fact, I'm going to keep you up to the north and you in the south. We've got quite a long line now, and in particular I need to sort of finish up advancing in this area towards Tula and Orel and take up positions on this river line here. So I need to advance very quickly into the Rostov region. Now, what I'm starting to worry about is the weather. So it's starting to get very cold. And in fact, in the north, we're looking at 4 degrees C. And really in the far north, it's freezing temperatures. So we've got one more month, I would wager, of good offensive operations. And then I'm going to need to make a defensive line either along this river or along this Don River here with Voronezhny, with Tula as the linchpin. And I think I'm going to go for that plan. In the north, I'm going to sort of really give up on defensive operations, apart from along here. But we've got there's a fair amount of... there's no mud yet. But I need to keep a real close eye on that. So, we've got our Panzer Corps, our sort of largest panzer forces that we have in the west in position. Sorry, in the east. And someone wanted to see what our security forces look like. So we've got some security forces in Yugoslavia. And we've also got a huge amount of defences in Northern Europe. As demonstrated by this. And in fact, there's 2 panzer divisions that are there. I didn't realise we had 2 panzer divisions randomly. And in fact, let's give them a corps commander. Yeah, you'll do. No, we don't want you connected to 1st Army, we want you connected to 13th Army. Yep, that's good. So really, we've got 160k of first-class troops in the event of an invasion, supported by a few units of... we've got about another full 200,000 or so troops that are high quality, with a bunch of crappier units to act as stopgaps, really. Okay. In the north, we are being invaded in Norway by a huge amount of Royal Marines. Now, I'm not too worried about this because we've bottlenecked them in the first sort of bottleneck area, and the Norwegians have got all of their forces there. But what I've done is I've sent all of my units that I have available in that direction to act as a stopgap on them advancing any further. And they've got some pretty useful units in their deploy. So I don't think there will be too many issues holding that off. But let's carry on with the time. Let's put the time going forwards. And in fact, let's move up this army and this one. Let's just make sure that all the army HQs are moving up. Now, our panzer forces have nearly moved up into position. 1st Panzer needs a general. We'll give him a winter specialist. Cool. Right, let's move up all of these panzer troops. Like so. And we're going to move you up to, I think, ooh, we're going to move you up to there. You can move up to here. Move the core HQ up to there. Move them up. I'm going to move you to Rostov-on-Don as well. On everyone moving in that direction. We are being forced back here, or at least we're being attacked by 8 units. And we're going to wrap around with this one. In fact, you know what, we can just go support attack. Divisions are moving up. Most of the Kiev defense area is being trapped in this pocket at the moment. We're pretty close to reaching Kursk. I want to take, really, Kharkov as quickly as possible. Let's use those units to reinforce there. We've got the agricultural giant effects come into play. Is Aurela victory point? It is. Let's just get those units into position and then we can force forward a little bit of an advance. In the north, let's get this going because we haven't got a lot of time. So let's take those 4 divisions, move in on Kalinin. Take those 3 divisions and move up like so towards Yaroslav. And then we're going to do the same with those 3 panzer divisions. Start wrapping round. Yeah, so our endpoints are all pretty similar. Okay, it's October 7th. We've got support attack going on there. We've got a support attack going on there. Let's just move up that crappy militia division. I'm going to put it on 4 speed for a while just because all along the front things are moving a little bit slower now. Let's make sure we've got enough funneling into supplies. We've still got that aircraft carrier on the way out. We're losing... Oh, Mexico. Don't know why that's an active strange. Right, move up the infantry divisions where you can. Start the slower advance all along the front. And let's start to punch north with these panzers, supported by this SS division. As I say, we need to reach these fortification lines and dig in. That Legion Condor that was fighting in Spain is now fighting in Soviet Russia. Look at that. How good's the general now, von Thoma? Oh, he's nearly a level... he's now a skill 5 commander. Oh. That's not good. That's really not good. You know what? We're going to move you to there. Can't advance again now in the north. Taking another victory point. That puts them to... We've only got a national unity of 56%. We need to take Leningrad. God damn it. I think we are forcing them out. Now we've lost another unit. Yeah, it's up here in the north. We need to. The thing is, we need to close that pocket off. We might need to close that pocket off in the next bit of the campaign, to be honest, because I don't think we can close that quite yet. But we are forcing them back at Kandalaska.
I do not know how many captives have been made, but I do know one thing, and that is that in a very few days, those remaining in Poland in the army will capitulate, will lay down their weapons, and will also be taken captive.
We'll support attack there, and we'll use the Kampfgruppe to loop around.
He has just said that when we succeeded in conquering a state of 36 million inhabitants,
Let's see how many of them we can capture. And it's a minus 75. Oh, we've won a major victory there. Let's spread out. And we've already reached Kursk. We've reached Kursk extremely quickly. And our reinforcements are starting to funnel on through now. Let's see how many more units we can encircle in this onwards advance. Won another major battle there. Let's use these units to loop north, and we'll keep the panzers moving in that direction. We've established a defensive line now. Won't, for some reason, let me move out. It would appear that we've caught the Russian Navy in port. We're only a stone's throw away from Stalingrad. It was originally the graveyard of the German army in World War II. And yeah, we can adjust our espionage a small amount. 44.7. Okay, we don't need those doing 42 techs on that. Let's get that going. Those supplies are done, and most of our submarines are on the way out. Looks like we're struggling to punch through. And in fact, I'm going to take you out of the attack. There we go. That's doing better. Enrique's a level 5 general now. Now they can move up. Support attack there. And we managed to sink some more convoys. And we've got an opportunity here to do quite the little encirclement. In fact, they're starting to group up quite nicely. So that's the old Kiev HQ. Just thinking the best way to do this. Probably. What's the best way to do this? Let's do it like that. And then let's keep using our panzers to spread out. Our southern flank is well and truly protected. They've concentrated their forces in several areas, and if we pocket another load of them, they're not going to get anywhere fast. Especially in the north. And we've nearly broken them there. We're being counter-attacked across a river. That's no good. Let's see how... Okay, that's an issue. Put them under a HQ. Let's put them under a HQ. Let's give them a decent SS commander. Let's give them a decent SS commander. We've got a lot of SS commanders dotted about. 15th Army. Let's give you an SS guy. And then let's attach you to Heeresgruppe Nord. Oh, no, I didn't want to attach you there. No, I didn't want to detach you either. Come on, where's the... yeah, OB Lapland. It's now got 350,000 troops under its direct control. It's interesting. And let's counterattack. Don't care about military police at the moment. Equals 2 tech there. Our civil defense tech needs upgrading. As does our supply work. Okay, we're still advancing along the whole line. And our reorganization's gone pretty well. And let's move over this river. Yep, we've managed to catch another couple of divisions. Or another 4 divisions. How many troops is that? 75,000 in 4 divisions. Sort of says it all, really. Let's move those cavalry divisions around. Purely because they're fast-ish. They're faster than infantry, which we can send north. They still can't get over the gap. And they've got an absolute shed ton of divisions in the south. And they are ready to join us. They just need to have an alignment of less than 25. So they are ultra close. Nearly got the Turks on side. Right, come on. Push through. Oh, we've lost the Battle of Orel. That's really disappointing. Guess I was attacking with only 1 infantry division. Okay. Our panzer forces are now in position. Let's start moving them up. So we're going to head up past Tallulah. Do the same with them, except this time we're going to move up and around like so. And the same thing with this panzer group. And then finally with this group, we can move up as well. So yes, in the north and the south. Spearheads will meet up near Ivano, which I think isn't a victory province, but Yaroslav is. And we're fighting the battles for Kursk, Orel, and Voronezh. Nearly made that in. In fact, we're just going to pin them there for a minute. Just give our troops as much time as possible just to get onto this defensive line here. We've nearly made it. We've nearly made it along here. And last of the infantry divisions are just moving into position. And we're at Novovermansk. And in fact, let's move up this unit to there, that unit to there. Let's try and get as many encirclements going as possible. Looks like we're doing pretty well, all things considered. And we've moved up these panzer divisions. And I think I'll call it an episode there. So in the next episode, we will continue our advance. As you can see, we're making good progress still. We've got another 2 weeks probably until I have to call a sort of a stop to offensive operations. I might not finish this encirclement, but I'll get as far north as I can. But thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks again. Bye-bye.